Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
With NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Ben Ratzlaff, who's a wide receiver out of Houston Baptist University. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing okay. Can you just describe to our viewers a bit about your overall career?
Yeah, so I started out in at Westview High School in San Diego, California, and then out of high school ended up going to the University of San Diego for one season, and then I ended up leaving and going to junior college at Golden West College. Spent 2 seasons there, and then transferred here to Houston Baptist.
Cool. Talk to me for a little bit, just kind of about that whole transfer process. I mean, obviously, kind of, very unique situation where you're going from San Diego to junior college and now to Houston Baptist. Probably a nightmare transferring credits and stuff like that. But talk to me a little bit about, really what brought you to Houston Baptist ultimately.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy, fast transition from the whole thing. So I graduated from Golden West in December of that year, 2018. And then I didn't have any offers at the time. So I was planning on waiting it out until May, and then Houston Baptist, the coaches came and they offered me in late January, right before they were about to start spring ball, and they said they wanted me out there for spring ball and spring practice. Said I could come in, so I just decided to take it. Thankfully I knew some guys from back home that played here, so I was able to talk to them and kind of get a feel for the school and the program. They said a lot of good things, and I liked the coaches and the players that I met, so just made it work.
Cool. And I was going to ask you, what kind of a receiver are you? Are you an outside receiver? Are you a slot? Are you this big diva that always wants the ball in his hands? Talk to me a little bit about that.
No, I would say I'm versatile in the fact that I can do a lot of both. I played mostly in the outside this past season. But I definitely have the ability to play in the slot. I've played there, a lot in junior college and high school. So, I definitely have both of those abilities, can kind of run whatever route from lined up anywhere on the field.
Cool. Well, I mean, obviously this past season you had a very great year statistically, 87 receptions, 1,139 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns, really just, wonderful year as an individual. Talk to me about what you believe is the best part of your game.
I would say definitely my hands, come first. The most important thing is, being able to catch the ball. And I think I do that very well. And, I think I do that very well in tough situations, whether it's being hit, or, having to make a contested catch or a tough grab at a tough angle. I think I do that really well. And I think, just my ability to get open, no matter, the coverage or the route. I think I do well at, finding space in between the defense and just being able to get myself open with my routes.
Cool. And obviously this particular offseason is really uncharted waters for a lot of people, with the coronavirus kind of killing a lot of things for people. Again, right now you are preparing to play this upcoming season. Talk to me about just what this off season has been for you, and maybe what you've been working on specifically to better your game.
Yeah, so we were lucky to get spring practice in, most of them before we had to leave, but once I got home, everything was shut down, so there was no gyms or anything. So I'm finding ways to work out, with 10-pound dumbbells and doing push-ups and pull-ups and stuff. And thankfully, one of my teammates, he actually built in his garage that I was able to go work out at. But other than that, I was sneaking onto fields, going to parks and stuff to run routes. And I worked with a speed coach a lot to, try to better my running mechanics and, my sprinting ability. So those are definitely things I was doing.
Neat. So, I mean, it's good that you had at least something to work with there in order to, keep yourself in shape.
Mhm.
I was going to ask you, give me maybe a memorable moment or play or game that you've been a part of throughout your career. I mean, obviously, just going back, you really had a great game against South Dakota. If you want to talk about that or something else, I don't know. Walk me through whatever you'd like there. Memorable
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, South Dakota was definitely, probably the most memorable game of my career. Just from the fact that it was in a shootout, crazy finish. Nobody really saw us have a chance to win. And, as an offense, we really clicked. Bailey had an incredible game. Was making incredible reads, incredible throws the whole game. Our running backs, Drayshawn and Ian, ran the ball really well. And then, our receiver core, with me, Jarrett Stearns, and Gamar Gertie, we all went over 100 yards, had big games. And then, we were able to pull it out at the end. It was a crazy win.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of – it almost looked like a basketball score, 53 to 52. So,
Yeah.
I don't even know if the defense even showed up. But, I mean, you guys really did an excellent job.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, well, in my notes, I have that you were a basketball player in high school. Talk to me a little bit about that experience and, maybe how it translates to the football field for you.
Yeah, no doubt. I loved basketball growing up. That was probably my favorite sport. As I got into high school, I kind of realized that my path was football. That was kind of where I was going to be able to play in college and stuff, so I would focus more on that. But, as a receiver, rebounding is just the biggest thing that translates to football. Being able to go up and grab the ball out of the air, with other people going for it and stuff too. I think that's where it translates the most for me.
Cool. And I was going to ask you, if you had the opportunity to give your younger self a little bit of advice, 16, 17-year-old, little Benny the Jet, go ahead and give me what would you tell him?
I'd just say, keep your head down and work, and whatever comes, be grateful for it and continue to take it and understand that that's what's meant for you. Because there's a lot of times where I didn't understand why certain things were happening. Things obviously never go as you expect them to or plan them to, especially when you're younger. So, being able to just, understand, what's meant for you will come, and to just continue working no matter what. That's just what I would say.
Cool. Let's give a shout out to some of the guys that have really helped mold and shape you throughout the years. Talk to me about some of the coaches that have really been a part of your life.
Yeah, Coach Kitley, of course, our offensive coordinator. He's, I'm always grateful for him because, he was the only coach that gave me a shot. So I'm always going to be grateful for him for that and, for believing in me and what I can do. Coach Kitchens, of course, my receiver coach here. He's been a huge part of my life. He always keeps it real with me and, has my back and looks after me. Being away from home, he's like a father figure to me out here. And then Coach Niamata, one of my strength coaches from junior college, he really, kind of showed me how to prepare and work to get better and what it really takes.
Well, and again, kind of along those same lines, let's give a shout out to some of your teammates. Actually, again, a lot of good guys there, like your quarterback. Either talk to me about him or maybe some other guys that you feel we need to just know about.
Yeah, no doubt. Bailey, of course, I'm always be grateful for him. Him and I have really grown together and got a connection together and have kind of worked to, be our best together. And, we feed off of each other and push each other. Jarrett Stearns, my other receiver, me and him are always working and competing and critiquing our game together and, bouncing ideas off each other about how we can be great. And then I would say, one of my junior college teammates, Austin Kramer, he, same type of thing. He pushed me when I needed it and really helped me through some personal things when I needed it most. And he's really grown into one of my best friends.
Awesome. As we begin to wrap up here, I do ask everybody this question. I know it is a little cheesy, but I always ask it, and that's just give me your why. Why do you play football? What's your motivation?
Yeah, my family. At the end of the day, I do all this for them. I never wanted my parents to have to pay for my college or to have to go into debt for me to be in college. And, I always just wanted to, find a way to repay them for all the sacrifices they've given to me over the years. They really helped me through a lot of tough times. And so, the least I can do is support them and, try my best to give back to them.
Great. It sounds as if you almost need to be getting out and doing some other things. So really, really quick, give me your final pitch to a professional team, maybe like 30 seconds worth, why should they sign you? What do you bring as a teammate?
I'm a competitor, and, I'm going to do whatever's asked of me. If I have to go block somebody or I have to run down on special teams or, you want me to catch 100 balls, I'll do anything. I'll put my head down and I'm going to work, and I'm going to follow the lead. I'm going to follow the coaching, and, I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to get the job done. Cool.
Well, Ben, again, thank you for your time. It's been great to get to know you as a player and as a person. Again, this has been Ratzlaff, a wide receiver out of Houston Baptist University. 6'1", 195 pounds, had an awesome year this past season, and is preparing to do just the same this upcoming season.
Yes, sir.
Ben, thank you again for your time.
Of course. Thank you very much.